The rivers of Borneo flow through the oldest rainforest on Earth, sustaining the forest and the lives of hundreds of thousands of indigenous peoples. But now, a development scheme to construct 14 megadams is accelerating climate change, driving species extinction, and critically altering indigenous communities. For millennia, the forest has provided everything they need: abundant food, medicines from forest plants, and wood for boats and houses.
Perigalo kini, pita tok pesenang, pita baboy pesenang, ti kayu mak, ti kayu alut, pita kayu tabat pohon senang.
The people of Baram name the mountains and the rivers after their ancestors who built the first longhouses here. They have a deep and intimate relationship with the land that has sustained their traditions and their livelihoods for many generations.
We are here in the Baram, surrounded by the beautiful rainforest. We are floating on this beautiful Baram River, and you can have the best fish you can ever find.
Pengalai mek mulep memang cen tanah dengan cen kayu, cen udu.
As part of Sarawak's development plan, known as SCORE, the Bakun Dam was completed in 2010. An estimated 10,000 people were relocated from the flooded areas.
If you were to go to the Bakun area today, you would smell a foul stench. And it's the smell of sulfur being emitted from the reservoir. The trees are deforested, and simply the vegetation is burning away because you have such an influx of nutrients that water quality in the Bakun reservoir is like acid.
Sebab air pun tidak betul-betul nih, keruh. Selalu sakit perut kami orang keluarga. Tidak tahu sebab apa. Kata orang sebab makan ikan.
Some of the greatest impacts of displacement include extreme hardships for women and children.
Ako nani main na misa kamay. Kani kamay misa kani urip kamay jan tenang. Kamay jan dang na kabun jam hinaw apa kamay na betana ulinyap.
Now, a 1,200 megawatt dam is slated for construction here on the Baram River.
If this Baram Dam is to be built, it will flood an area of 412 square kilometers, and this will flood more than 26 longhouses along the Baram and its tributaries, the Kayans, the Kenyas, and the Penans. And it will displace more than 20,000 people.
Sedang ambil lepas maju mudip ke tanah ambil pe taruh ambil sutuk alage ia ti ambil makin teruk kalau matai batuk mek mong.
I don't think we can ever understand what it's like to be pulled by separate forces, and you don't want to move anywhere else. That's where you want to be.
If the dam is to be built, our homeland, our longhouses, our burial ground, our places of interest, all will be under the water. This will definitely put an end to our livelihood, our culture and custom. We want the government to respect our boundary, to respect our right upon our land.
The forests of Borneo host more tree species than anywhere else on Earth. Of the 15,000 plant species on the island, nearly 5,000 are only found here.
We have seen the widespread destruction of the forests in Sarawak, and the extent of this is about 70% of the whole of Sarawak has already been logged.
It's one of the most species-diverse places on the planet, and it has really interesting and unique flora and fauna that don't exist anywhere else on the planet.
by the year 2030, Sarawak will become a developed state. So if that target is going to be achieved, the world is going to lose all this wildlife that is found only in Borneo, including the orangutans, including the bird that Sarawak is named after, the hornbill. It's all going to perish.
Electricity from tropical megadams is not green energy.
Vegetation decomposes at the bottom of the reservoir, and that produces methane. The carbon budget of these reservoirs over 10 years is likely to produce as much CO2 equivalent in methane as a typical fossil fuel power plant.
And of course they are going to make money, but the money is not going to go to all the communities living in that dam areas. The money is going to go to all these big tycoons.
We will do whatever means, whatever ways, we will oppose the Baram Dam, even if it costs our life.
They treat us like animals. That's why I fight for it. We fight for it.
Philip Zhao has taken leadership for his people as a member of the organization Save Rivers.
Right now I'm standing at the site of proposed Baram Dam. So we demand the government, the state of Sarawak especially, to remove all these materials, because we, the people of Baram, totally reject the Baram Dam. We want to preserve our river. We want to preserve our forest. We want to preserve our land.
In a society that's less open, it breaks new ground and opens space to step up in that way.
I'm the chairman of Save Rivers. The majority of people who are affected by the dams do not agree with the dam. And even today, there are more than 300 people outside this hall who are against the dam. They cannot join this conference.
Our forest! Don't destroy our home! Don't destroy our home! Don't flood our home! Don't kill us! Don't kill us! Don't kill us! Don't kill us!
We want them to meet these demands. That Sarawak Energy and the Sarawak government stop all work on mega dams in Sarawak.
Your voice has been heard to some extent.
You must assure us that no more mega dam project in Sarawak.
I can't assure you, sir. I
Yes.
can't assure you that.
Head up, Ryan! Head up, Ryan! Stop Baram Dam! Stop Baram Dam! Jangan asal di Sarawak! Jangan buat dam! Jangan buat dam! Jangan buat dam! Jangan buat dam!
Save Rivers held their own conference called the Alternative Conference.
You have inspired us to be with you on this journey until there is no Baram Dam.
Kita akan mendirikan satu pekerjaan yang baru yang menghormati adat kita. Ini yang penting.
I would say that the solution for us in Borneo is an organized, empowered civil society.
So there certainly are energy alternatives, solutions that could end energy poverty on the island of Borneo. Examples would include micro hydropower plants at the level of communities, solar, wind, even energy efficiency gains are there for the island of Borneo.
The people of Borneo are bravely developing an alternative future, one that enhances the rights of indigenous peoples and preserves the forest for future generations. You can help develop that future.
Our salvation is in each other. Whether this dam is in the United States of America or this dam is in Borneo, it's equally devastating to us. If it's done in that shared spirit, I think it's powerful.
In the world in which we live, we feel in some senses as if we're powerless, as if we can't affect the change that we really want to affect. But massive changes have happened globally through small actions by people that they had no idea were going to have the effect later on.
People across the world can support the Save Rivers Coalition, support the Borneo Project here in the United States. Simply pass on the word. tweet, post things on Facebook, social media. The power of people on the internet now is simply too great for corporations to bear. And so the more that we educate the world and the more that we talk about this issue, the more the change is likely to happen.
Visit borneoproject.org and find out how you can get involved today.